Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You got to be awake. Because, baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is where we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take, or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn thing.
Boom! What's going on, people? What's going on, family, man? Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. We finna get this thing cranked up, man. Let me know, man. How y'all feeling about the signees? I know how many we got. You know, Mr. Jordan Seating just signed. Well, he been signed, but it just publicly came out that he signed. So, hey, let us know. So, hey, man, we here, man. We are here. Shout out y'all city, man. Let me know what's the word, what's going on. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Shout out to all the members in the building. Shout out to everybody that's in the Discord and in the building, man. Just waiting on a couple things. So, man, bear with me because, you know, the stream might jump around in its first few minutes because I am waiting on something. So be patient right quick with me. Hey, man. Hey, listen, dog. I'm chilling. Louisiana in the building, Alabama in the building, man. Man, listen, man, we good over here, man. Hey, I know some of y'all want to talk about that. That's on done with, man. We good, man. We moving on. It is what it is, man. Hey, listen. Shout out to Fort Worth, Texas in the building, Michigan in the building, Alabama in the building. We got Florida in the building. We got St. Louis up in the building, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. We finna get this thing cranked up. Just waiting on a couple people right quick. Let me see. Just give me 1 second. Just waiting. Sorry, y'all. The link been created, man. To be honest with y'all, the link been created. Sorry if y'all didn't get the notification. But the link has been created like for the most of the day. It's just y'all just not seeing the link. But the link was being created since like 7 o'clock, this morning. But for some reason, y'all didn't see it on y'all end. But it's okay, man. We here, man. So I know everybody just not strolling into the live right now. But man, how y'all feeling about CU overall, man? From early signing day, give me a grade. How y'all feeling? What y'all like? What y'all didn't like, man? Let me know. Cali in the building. Salute to y'all, man. Cali in the building, man. Coach Dre, what's the word? Mic check 212. Mic check 212. Appreciate that super chat for 1999. Rob is definitely the man. Appreciate that. So some people giving it an A+. Lawrence with a U. What's the word, man? A B plus, A+, A, B. That's where in the building. A, B+, A, B+. So everybody rocking with the signing day. Hey. Robert, we going for Ruben. Honestly, man, I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't even, I don't know what he's gonna do yet, so I can't really speak upon that. So I really don't know what he's gonna do. B plus, Coach Dre, we got you. Hey. Why is the thumbnail? I don't know what the thumbnail's there for, man. I don't know. A, B plus, A plus, A plus, A. All right, so what y'all think we need to get? What y'all think we need to get love, man? Let me know in the chat. What y'all think we need to go get love? I don't know nothing.
Bro, I'll be right back. Bro.
Okay. Aaron isn't signed yet. Probably something. I don't know nothing, man. Linebacker, tight end, linebacker, defense. I mean, if y'all know my list, right? It was, offense, defense, linebackers is my three, right? The only thing that we haven't really went out and got that star linebacker, right? That guy that's gonna put things to the next level, So that's what we truly wait. That's what we truly missing on that defense is that leader who want to be that alpha, right? We don't need just linebackers out there, man. We need to find who that alpha is, man. Who want to be that dog? Who want to be the leader? Who want to call the shots on the defense? Who gonna check everybody when things get out of order, man? Who's gonna take some control? So definitely like linebacker, man. We definitely need that Mike linebacker for sure, man. Weak side, outside linebacker, D ends. I think we're solid. We can use one or two more tackles. But when it comes overall, the last pieces that I think we need to add, I think we need to add a younger safety. Um, and I think we need to add a Mike linebacker. So those are truly, what we need to do, things like that. Offensive wise, we can definitely use another tight end and possibly one more running back. Because when you look at how many running backs we got four. So we need one more. One more will get us right there where we need. So, Robin, coach, we ain't done yet. Let's go. Um, I do think I like so me personally. I do like DK a lot, but we need that alpha, the one who gonna talk. Like a lot of our linebackers are super quiet. Linebackers normally they going to go make they going to be the noise maker, the disruptor. And so those are the things that I'm saying. We need that real Mike linebacker who's gonna go take control, who ain't scared to go get their nose dirty, who ain't scared to go after, right? See hit it, see ball, go hit ball, right? We need those. Now, do I think we got some linebackers that can run sideline to sideline? We got a couple of them that's sitting on the bench that they're gonna get the opportunity now. Now that they have a full off season, going to next season, they're gonna get it. So we gonna see. But Mike linebacker is definitely the one that we need to go address right now. So let's see. Terry Bussey. Um, I like him. Do we absolutely like a must have? I wouldn't say that, but anytime you can add more weapons onto the offensive side for Shador, hey, you got to take it. But it's not an absolute need to get Terry Bussey. Um, so defensive wise, like the players that I'm looking for, I'm excited to see on the defensive side. Out of the freshman class, I got to go with Brandon Swain Davis. That's who I'm rocking with on the defensive side of the ball. Offensive side of the ball, I know everybody wants to take Draylon Miller, but I want to see what Cam does. I want to see what Cam Michael does, man. I think he just brings a different freakish athlete on that field that when the ball is in the air, think he can do some crazy things. So just seeing him and Travis on the field at the same time is going to be a sight to see, and it's going to be a sight to see how much does how much Travis being utilized on the offensive side, because as we add more weapons on the offensive side, How much is Travis used on the offensive side? We know he's gonna play both sides of the ball, but now you can really micromanage how many snaps Travis plays on offense and defense, right? Who's gonna take being year 2 in Charles Kelly's defense? Who's gonna take the next step up? So those are the things that you got to look for. Year 2 on the Charles Kelly, right? Now you're starting to see we're adding players that fit the system that we're trying to run. It's not going to be new to everybody. Now it's all right. How do we fit these type of players into the scheme that we're trying to do? And right now, when it comes to the defensive side of the ball, they win and attack players that can fit into the scheme of what they have right now. And so that's what we're gonna be most excited for. Um, what about Cardale and Travis? I can't wait to see what Baby T.O. does. And so we gonna get into it. I'm just waiting on a couple people, but we gonna get into it. We're gonna do a breakdown of like the full class of who signed with CU. What the ins and outs what the ins and outs look like for everything, but we could possibly, be getting a star linebacker here soon, man. But we'll see. Anything's possible in the transfer portal, man. It's much easier to, get transfer portal guys over high school guys. That's one thing for sure. So we definitely gonna see how those things go. Man, everything's been good. Everything's been good. Everything's been good, man. Could AB be the reason? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I really, truly don't. But man, yeah. What questions do you guys have about like the people that sign, like transfer portal guys or high school guys? What questions do you guys have about them? I'm gonna answer some of those questions. Um, he's a wide receiver, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, man, send me some questions right now about whatever you guys have about, this incoming class. Can't wait for these dudes to get to see you and start grinding. Travis will play both sides of the ball regardless of the incoming talent. He's proven playmaker. Now, see, with this, here's the thing, right? I've never said he wouldn't play both sides of the ball. What I'm saying is they're going to micromanage how many snaps because now Travis doesn't have to play every snap on offense and defense to be effective, right? He can do multitude of things, with that being said. So when you look at how everything is going with Travis, right? Now you have the opportunity to, see Travis be more fresher on offense and defense and really focus. So, and dialed in. But hey, there it is. What's the word, man? What's the word?
Oh, what's up?
Chilling. Tell us more about the new guy from IMG. He was a package with Seaton. I'm not gonna say necessarily he was a package with Seaton. I'm gonna say he benefited from Seaton signing with CU. But he is going to be a great addition. Cash, he's going to definitely be a great addition, and I do think that he will, earn a scholarship. He is coming on as a preferred walk-on, but I do believe he will get a scholarship. He's going to push somebody in that third team, second team, and possibly, try to push for that road. Now he is a development piece. This first year, he knows that. So I do think Cash, that's coming from IMG, he's a center guard, that he will be able to, take advantage of his opportunity.
He's coming this year, right?
Yeah, he's coming in this year.
Okay. I thought someone said, I heard someone say earlier on Pico's stream that he was 2025.
Nah.
But that's good.
He's a 24 kid, but we'll see.
I thought so. Okay.
Did you see the double transfer with the new rule? Yeah, I seen that, but I mean, they're always going to try to change something in to get it into the fit of somebody's eyes, man. You just don't know, man, how things are going. Um, how do you feel on the D line right now? Honestly, I feel good about the D line right now. I feel we got the guys that want to be here at the end of the day, right? Um, we still waiting to see, on one person, but I feel like we got the piece that we need. Now we will go probably in the portal and probably add another piece or two out the portal. Because now that bowl games have started, you got players that's going to leave their schools after the bowl games. But here's what I would say. I feel like they do need to tweak something when it comes to like the bowl games and the transfer portal for that part, just due to the fact of it if you're going to allow players to leave, you know, I think pushing the transfer window back would benefit a lot of these players. But I could be wrong, man. But I do think they got to tweak something when it comes to the transfer portal and bowl games. But a lot of times, why would you want to watch the bowl games, right? If you watch the bowl games so far, there's really nothing that's been exciting to you because there's been a lot of kids that opted out of not playing in the bowl games, which you're going to start seeing more of due to the fact of, say you on a team that's 6-6, and you got dreams of going to the NFL, and you wanted to start players on those 6-6 teams, but you can go cash in, something for your NIL. So that's the part where it gets tricky at. So that's the part where I feel like they got to change something on that part. You got any questions, Mr. Hill? Man, I just want to, Mr. Hill.
No, you good. I was wondering. You said pushing back the transfer portal. Are you saying for the kids in the bowl games, or are you saying like the ones that are in now should have to wait longer?
No, it's more of like it's tricky because the bowl games are pushed so far back,
right?
That like even with you giving them 5 days after they bowl game for them still going to transfer portal. What happens if you got a solid team and then you lose 11, 12 guys to go to the transfer portal? You really had an opportunity to replace those players. So you're hoping that you're signing more players, in that sense, because there's still the second round of these players that's leaving that's playing in the bowl game. And some team is going to get screwed because they don't have the opportunity to go recruit, to fill those vacant holes. Or they're gonna lose a bunch of talent to get in lesser talent. So I just think they need to do something and tweak the transfer portal when it comes to around the bowl games. I always agree. I'm in agreement with not sitting out that 1 year transfer. Like I love that 1,000%, but you got to tweak something when it comes to like the bowl game area, bowl game time.
Okay.
Does AB have to sign today? I mean, somewhere by today. AB does have to sign today if he wants to be on campus in January. If he's not planning on being on campus in January, then signing today really don't mean nothing. He can pretty much sign in February on National Signing Day. So if he wants to be on campus working out with at whatever university he's going to, we don't know. AB ain't made no statement or put anything out publicly. AB, if you're watching, hey man, it's your time, man. It's your opportunity, man, to go shine and make the best decision for you and your family. Whatever that university is, my brother, this is your time, man. Go shine. You know what it is, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But if AB wants to sign, if AB wants to be there in January at his new school, new university, he does have to sign today because today is the last day of signing before National Signing Day in the next period. So he wouldn't be able to do anything until National Signing Period, and by then he couldn't come on campus until the summer. So he's gonna make a decision at some point tonight. When that decision is gonna be announced is pretty much, it's on AB at the end of the day. But AB is gonna whether he make the announcement tonight or whether he make the announcement tomorrow, his paperwork will be signed tonight if he's planning on coming in January. Big question, is Chris still coming? Well, right now we are in the lead for Chris. Now he is talking to Texas A&M right now because the former, defensive line coach is at Texas A&M. So it's really pretty much a battle between CU and Texas A&M when you really look at things. So we'll see. I thought AB was signing today. I just talked about AB. For those who just joining, so AB, if he wants to go to campus and be on campus at his next university, he will have to sign today. Now, does he publicly have to come out with an announcement? He technically does not. So, we'll see. He technically does not. Antonio, man, what's going on, man?
Man, not much was going on with you, bro.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, I know I saw earlier on Twitter his dad said something about he's down between Arizona, UW, and Texas.
Could be. I don't know. Could be. I mean, he's gonna make an announcement. He's gonna make some type of announcement, whether it's tonight, tomorrow, Sunday. The paperwork gonna be signed today. Wherever he's going, the paperwork gonna be signed if he's going there in January. So, so we'll see. Where's the content creator that was talking crazy? Haven't seen a video about Seaton yet. I don't know, dog. I don't know, man.
Yeah, we gotta let that thing go, bro.
What about Jordan Seaton? He's a
people
dog, man.
worrying about content creators.
I'm leaving that alone, man.
Yeah, see, I'm wondering if Seaton coming back to Colorado whenever doing Bucky come back, because early enrollees can start going to campus, right after Christmas next week, right?
You said what?
I said, I'm wondering if Seaton going back to CU, back to Boulder when Bucky and Shadua go back, because they can start right after Christmas, right?
I mean, they got the little NCAA like blackout window when they can.
Oh yeah.
Doing everything. I mean, because pretty much it's once they truly do get on campus. I mean, Coach Mo is the head coach, pretty much in that sense, because they're gonna do their weights and conditioning or do their physical for all the new players. They're gonna do their little physicals, make sure everything checked out. For those who's already in the program, that they don't really have to do their physicals and all that stuff, they're gonna be working out with Coach Mo. But pretty much, Coach Mo is gonna be their head coach. You know what I'm saying? So until that time, But hey, what up, Coach Dre?
What it is, bro? What it is, man?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all feel,
What's
man?
up, Coach?
Good.
Man. Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. My really only question is, I wonder, are they gonna put weight on Woods this offseason and keep him at linebacker? That'll be my big. That's my big question, because I don't know. A lot of people don't realize he was recruited at linebacker in high school by a few schools, but safety at CU. So I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a lot of kids.
Linebacker, bro. Oh,
go ahead.
Coach.
No, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say I feel like at linebacker, man, you guys gotta. The thing that I was kind of disappointed with the linebackers was their lack of aggression. You know what I'm saying? Even with Trevor in there. So, I mean, even if you can't make all the calls, that's cool. But you should be bringing some aggression at the point of contact. You know what I'm saying? Versus them boys coming up and hitting you first, bro.
But that also, though, fellas, that also comes back to if good linebackers have good defensive lines. So if offensive linemen can get up to you and get their hands on you at the linebacker's position, you're not making no tackles. I think that would be Wood's best bet is to probably try to put on some weight and try to play linebacker. But the word is that they are very high on the young linebackers that they got. The kid that redshirted, Victory Johnson, the kid that came over from London. And then I think the more Kennedy will be a little more healthy and stuff like that. But I think for Woods to play, if he really wants to play like I think he wants to play, that would be my observation because I don't see the room for him to play in the safety room.
I mean, I
I
didn't
don't
mind
see.
him at safety. I just feel like he may need to work on like his quick twitch or something. Because the main thing was he just got beat over the top too many times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying? And
see,
I don't know if that's out of position or I don't know. But he showed some. He had some flashes in the safety position. He wasn't. You know,
I
I mean,
mean, but
he
what would
wasn't
that
always
safety
out of
rotation?
position.
What would that rotation be though? Because now you got what Preston Hodge, he plays safety, and then you got Shiloh, you got Cam, Jay Milner Jones played well at the end of the year when he's got his time at the end of the year last year. So,
I
like,
mean,
where would he even fit?
right. That's what I'm saying. Where do you see him playing when you get Preston? You got Shiloh, you got Cam. Vito will be back. You got Slush coming back, but I think depends on what defense they gonna be playing. Uh,
Jay.
Jay gonna be back, so I just don't see
Yeah.
Ooh,
nowhere for him to play. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
And
forgot
that's
about
not
Jay.
that's yeah. I just don't see nowhere for him to play. It's not no knock on the kid. I just don't. Then you got to understand that Jacquez Robinson can play
Yep.
safety or corner.
Yeah.
So I just don't see where he gonna play it. I think he have a better shot at linebacker if he was gonna play.
definitely.
Yeah, if they don't bring any if they bring in two two more dogs at
Right.
linebacker,
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's gonna be hard pressed for Buddy. But this is the thing. He gonna do everything else right. He gonna do everything else right. So if them other guys
100%.
slipping up in anything else, I think people underestimate Coach Prime in that aspect of what he does. He's gonna play them kids that do the right thing. So that's why we saw that kid a lot. There's no ifs, ands,
Hmm.
and buts about it.
right?
Other kids had other stuff going on. So if you coming up here and thinking you ain't finna be on time, you finna miss class, you ain't finna okay, you not finna be on film study. We gonna see Trevor Woods out there. But if them guys get to doing what they supposed to do, and you see the maturation and the growth of them kids, then I see it hard for him to get on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because looking at it, because I know because they was talking about like Kofi Taylor Barracks, the linebacker from London. They said he was showing a lot of flashes in practice this past year.
Him and Victory Johnson. I mean, everybody I talk to say that kid Victory Johnson is the real deal. It's just everybody I talk to. There's nobody that doesn't say that kid doesn't go sideline to sideline for real. So I know they feel comfortable with those two guys. And so then if you talking about you go out in the portal and you find somebody else, and we also talking about the more Kennedy and who the kid was that wore 53 last year that played line. Wasn't the kid that wore 53 that played
That
linebacker
was
last year?
that was Alden Walker. He was a defensive end.
Walker.
Oh, okay, Walker. Okay,
Mm.
okay. Okay, well, you get what I'm
But
saying?
see,
So it's just go ahead,
but
Papa.
see, here's the thing. Like the freshman linebackers were bigger than the linebackers that was out on the field. They just
No,
need
that's
the
a fact.
experience. They just need the experience. But the linebackers that was
Mhm.
sitting on the bench were a lot bigger than what was out there on the field. So, you did lose that one person that was in front of them already. They hit the portal, right? And so now you really only got three returning players that play linebacker. Well, four. You got
And
Trevor
then
Woods, you got B Gant, you got um uh Bentley and Trevor Woods, Bentley, DK, and Grant. So you really got your four linebackers that's returning. So you eliminate one person that was in the way. Now it's time to let those freshmen really go out there and do their thing, right? They took their year, redshirt them, let them develop over time, get bigger, stronger, faster. So now it's time to, year 2. Let's see what it all looks like, right? Because a lot of people, one of the things that they knocked on, our freshman linebackers are bigger than the linebackers that was out there on the field. When you look at, Taylor Barracks, when you look at, damn man, I'm spacing out names tonight. Why can I not think they do a name?
You talking about linebackers?
Yeah, I'm losing my
Jeremiah
thought right now.
Brown?
But Jeremiah Brown, he should go to DN. They shouldn't have mid linebackers,
Okay.
but that's just me personally.
Yeah, he
But
need to
when
be
you
an
look
edge.
at, yeah, appreciate it, family. When you look at Victory Johnson and Person, they're a lot bigger than the linebackers we put out there. So that's what people need to understand. In a situation that they redshirted them last year, now it's a time to really go out there and let them unloose. Unleash. Let's see what we really got. So there you have it. Secondary wise, the safety room is still stacked, but it's a bunch of upperclassmen. So I would love to see CU go and get a young safety. Being as how many seniors that they got that's going to graduate. So Kamani, year 2 should be a lot bigger, faster, stronger. You still got Carter. Let's see if they convert him over to safety, if they keep him where he at. We got a transfer corner in Breelove. You can keep Breelove where he at, man. He good. Let's see who else do we got. Who else am I missing? Cooper's gonna play. He still hasn't made his decision, if he going to the league or not. But he should be back from all indications. One of the things that I really don't hear nobody talking about is like, how well do y'all think this D-line fits the attitude of Warren Sapp, right? Because one of the things that Coach Pump always preaches about is he want the players' attitude to match the position coach. So do y'all think that the players that's coming in at the D tackles, whether it's from the transfer portal or the high school ranks, do they match Warren Sapp's, personality?
From the portal, it looks like so, just from the videos I saw, but I haven't
Definitely.
seen the young guys like talking and stuff like that. I've seen some film, but not their demeanor or their just everyday
Because who are the
activity or whatever.
freshman D tackles coming in? Because I know, his situation got to clear up.
No. It's the question is what they're gonna do with Brandon Swain. I'm still trying to see if they're gonna beef him up for him to play D tackle, or if they're going to, leave him where he's at.
What's his weight right now?
285.
Damn, he moved. He moved good for 285 being on the edge.
Yeah, he can do a lot of things. But you got Brandon Swain, you got Eric Brantley, right? So those are the 2 freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you look at Anquan Barnes from Alabama, you look at Quincy Wiggins, he's gonna probably be an edge. You got the Way, who's gonna be an edge. So that's what I said. We still need to add, something on at defensive tackle. But
yeah.
We did get the defensive lineman from Houston, who was a tackle. So we still got some things that we're gonna add, but could use 2 more big bodies on the D line. But Brandon is gonna be the one.
Yeah, I don't know if I see them moving him to defensive tackle. I don't know about that one.
He kind of lean, like he ain't really stocky.
Well, is that too? Well,
like.
Is that, and then the fact of with him also playing tight end some too? You know, I don't know if they want to keep him kind of small where he at right. Well, keep his weight about where he at right now. That way, if they need him to pull double duty every now and then, he can.
He's gonna be a monster, man. He's gonna be a monster. That's for sure.
But yeah, now
I mean,
the
Barnes
center
and
from
Rockwell, they look like they fit the mold. But yeah, they didn't get another 2 more guys.
sure.
But them guys look like they'll be all right.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, and I don't know if y'all
'Cause you
watched the
still,
film
I'm
on
sorry.
that center walk on from IMG. The kid good. I'll give him that.
I mean, you
Don't
can't
you
you
still got
can't you
don't you
can't
still
miss
got
him because Jordan Seaton in that same film. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna miss him.
you still
That's
got
for sure.
Amari too, right? For DT.
Yeah, you got Marty McNeil. He's gonna take off next year.
Yeah, and you got
Yeah,
Bishop.
Amari looked good. Yeah, I feel like he'll be good. As long as he ain't out there with that boy Thomas told him somebody got a boo-boo. He'll be sitting over there next to coach.
Hey man, hey Bishop. I want to see them put Bishop on the end and take him away from the D tackle. But the difference is having Warren Sapp, I think he can teach Bishop the fundamental things that he's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
think it's gonna do a lot.
and
Is
that's
Shane gonna
more
stay in the middle?
hand technique placement, you know, in a sense.
Is coach gonna stay in the middle or he gonna move to the edge? Or he gone?
And
Or you don't
I'm
know?
gonna answer it. Give me one second. Shout out to the 499 super chat. Do you know anything about Dylan? His recent tweet is weird. AB reposted. Hope he's not leaving. Do you foresee any starters leaving with the new rule?
What is
So here's the thing. There is nobody that's left from the freshman class at CU. So Dylan's definitely not leaving. But you haven't seen anybody leave from the last year's freshman class that Coach Prime recruited himself personally come in. Nobody has left. Now, if you look at people that came in for Sean Lewis and Coach O'Boyle, they have left. But anybody that Coach Prime like signed off on that he wanted, they have not left.
Yeah, no, like the comments. No, Cokes will end up getting his burn just because he's gonna do everything he needs to do to be on the field.
But so
But
here's a real question: do you think Coach starts?
it depends on his off-season development. Now that he's
Yeah.
actually gonna be here under, Sap and Sal and in the training program for a full off-season.
Hey man, they bring in some pit bulls, man, on that
I
D
know,
line.
man.
That's what I'm saying.
For me, Coach, I would tell Coach to probably lose about 10 to 15 pounds and really get stronger and work on being an edge rusher versus a D
I
tackle.
agree.
And the only reason I'm saying that is right because you got Bishop, right?
Yep.
You got the D tackle that came in from Houston, right? That's another small defensive tackle that's quick, that's agile, that's fast. Then you got your Eric Brantleys, that's the D tackle. Then you got McNeil, right? And then say we get in 2 more D tackles. Do you really need Shankos as a D tackle with what we already have, or would you just bump him out to the edge and let him contain the outside? So there's a lot of things you can do versatility wise with Coach, but we'll see. I think they should bump him out to the edge and not be at the D tackle. But it's all about should he start or not.
I mean, they could definitely trim, like with his frame he got right now, they could definitely trim him down a little bit and put him on the edge, and I think that would suit him better.
What's the word, Coach Dre? Coach Dre, you there?
Man, I'm there. I'm there. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah. What y'all talking about? My fault.
No, we was asking, what should you do with Shane Coates?
I feel like it's gonna be tough for him,
I
man.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, it's a lot of those kids that he was another kid that but I just like his work ethic. I know he gonna go hard. I just don't know if we get everybody who we think we gonna get. If we get the jit from Florida, if we mess around and get the kid from Houston, I just don't know what that do for Coach. I'm just being honest.
And I mean, and I like I was talking about earlier, you know, O might clear up his situation, and then if he end up, you know what I'm saying?
Coach is ready to be
Because
the depth piece. He ready to be a dude to come in rotation. That's all he good for.
Hey,
I mean he give us good depth. He
Yeah.
give us good depth. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to tell y'all. He give us
I mean,
good
if you
depth.
move him to
He,
the end though, you got
hey,
two
RJ.
ends.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob.
No, I was gonna say, hey, RJ. Outside of your boy Way, who do you feel like could be the most impactful player that CU brought in this offseason?
you said outside of Keaton.
Yeah, because I got to just because I got to take that disclaimer out there. You know what I'm saying? Who do you think?
Uh, the defense
Yeah.
and Quinn Barnes from Alabama. He his initial his punch out of his stance is crazy. His pad level stays low when he attacks. I saw the dude. He got some playing time against Kentucky when they was up here in Lexington a couple months ago. So I got to see him get some meaningful snaps. For him to be 6'4", 6'5", his pad level is always low. His initial strike is crazy. He gets good push up front. The thing about all of these dudes for real is consistency. So we'll see if he can consistently do that. But like I be telling people, like Coach Sal ain't gonna sign off on nobody if you ain't no dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about all the Alabama dudes that hit the portal. You know what I'm saying? All them dudes ain't running over there. You know what I'm saying? Sal gotta sign off on them dudes. And I heard that he was, he's high on Anquin Barnes. So I'm gonna stick with Barnes.
I'm glad you said something about that because it's going to go to my next transition. Now, how do y'all feel about Coach Prime saying he's going to be more hands-on?
Hands on with what? What did he? I mean, I didn't hear when he said it,
it,
but what did he? Hands on with what?
So what Coach Prime said, the decisions with the coaching staff and the players, basically what I've been saying this whole time that Coach he's been allowing them to make decisions and do different things. And now Coach Prime, he had his interview with Stephen A, which was happened a couple of days ago, but it just got aired today, right? Of you know he's saying that he's not going to leave it into somebody else's hands to bring in their players.
Yeah.
He's going to have the ultimate say so. He's going to have his hands on every single person that comes in the program, and people are just not going to be coming in the program, just because his coach wants them. He's got to sign and do and be more hands on the program. If he's going to go down, he's going to go down swinging his way.
Well, I mean, I think he just again you have to it's stuff that you learn as you go along, and like I say, his formula normally works. It's not to say that his formula doesn't need any tweaking, but his formula normally works. And if he said he got to do that, then I can understand that.
well, see, I think part of that now with them saying he's gonna be more hands on next season is just because now they've had a season to be able to get the guys that they actually want in the building and not who they could just get within those last couple weeks when he first got here.
But now, here's the things that you got to think about too. Also, right, when you hire that offensive coordinator, and the only way he was gonna come is if his offensive line coach came, and then his offensive line coach brings in all these, group of five players, instead of attacking some of the power five players,
Oh yeah,
that
I mean,
that
you.
plays a big difference. You
So I'm
know,
gonna be
You.
honest, like that was my here was my view for a minute. I felt like Lewis, O'Boyle, and some of those players were a package, right? Which is what you confirming. And I felt like what I heard from what he said was basically, and this has been mentioned, like Lewis, I think, was a recommendation to him from, I
that's
guess,
true.
somebody he knew more or less, right? And so from what I gathered from what he said, he was basically saying he's going to be more hands-on in making sure he selects the guys, the coaches that he wants. And then I do think he, needs to be more hands-on with the players because, and then again, this is just my view. I'm making it clear this is just my opinion. I felt like the offensive line step more to the beat of O'Boyle and Lewis versus versus the team. You know what I'm saying? So I think if the players are more focused on, hey, we're here because of the head coach, and even though we may get recruited by those position coaches, but at the end of the day, like he's the focal point. You know what I'm saying? And so it ain't gonna be no question of where loyalties lie. You know what I'm saying? In the way things go from game to game.
Well, that and with that new transfer rule in the end too, that players won't have to get a waiver next season. I can imagine after some of those guys that came with Lewis and and OB, they'll probably be gone because McCrimmon, he went ahead and hit the transport portal. The guy that was recruited from think JUCO, and they offered him as soon as he hit the portal.
Well, that's because he was their guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody that was offered by O'Boyle and Sean Lewis, they're not in Boulder.
Mm-mm.
And I mean, Coach was like, he had a lot going on, man. Just from trying to get there and then all of the surgery and all that stuff, man. So it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? You don't want him to be like too stressed out, but yeah, I think he should.
But
I like the
I'm not
fact
gonna.
that he's going to be more hands on.
Let me. I help y'all. I'm gonna streamline this a little bit better for everybody, so everybody understands, right? Going
I
into the
mean,
season,
this is the thing, guys. I think that the first thing one of you guys said was he had a slim pickings of what he could go after last year. He had to go
Right.
with whatever was there. So he had to go with what the best thing that was offered to him. Okay. Yes, he pulled off Cremani, but besides that, like in the portal and the stuff, he had to get the slim pickings. The portal had already been open. He was
Right.
trying to coach Jackson State and try to get kids to come to Colorado. And then, like you say, when you get a coach and he say, "Well, I'm not coming if you don't let my offensive line coach come," that's kind of pushing it. But Coach Prime went along with it because I think a lot of people backed him, and a lot of people think that Sean Lewis was a good coordinator or a good head coach in his offense work. So I guess he
Right.
felt like that came along with it. We came to find out that just might not have been true. Okay,
Well,
but go ahead.
my only thing I would say is because like if you really follow college football anyway, when a coach is about to get hired by another school from somebody else's staff, like it's done weeks before the season is ever over. And really and truly, that could have been something that's been going on since the season was halfway over with. And I mean, you got to think if somebody is devoting their time into trying to recruit for their new school and figure out all this other stuff and stuff like that, the offense and all that stuff is never going to take shape. And then really, you got to think like, how much am I really going to care too much about this job if I'm already getting hired somewhere else?
Well, that's what people might don't know is that's somewhat of maybe what happened there. We can't speak on that or know it for sure, but
Yeah.
maybe some people did check out early. I know people at Jackson State felt like that's what happened in the Celebration Bowl that year, but the way Shador and Travis went out there and played, I couldn't
Mhm.
tell that nobody checked out. So I mean, it just comes down to I think he put his trust in a few people, and even in this recruiting process, he put his trust in some folks, and they let him down. And you know you can't, ain't nothing you can do about that when you put your trust in people and people that that's the way of the world. But
Yo,
as I always say, guys, you know what I'm saying? We got to teach kids better. Like where I'm from in Florida, like bro, it's a like in Gainesville. Let's just say in my little area, you can play football. It's kids that play football for one high school, but right now they play basketball and they play for another high school. Like they letting kids do that now. They let them do it in high school. So they're getting taught that hey, you ain't gotta stick around. You can go do something better. You can go find something better. But that just ain't the way of the world. I tell people all the time. If I one day I'm gonna let my older son get on here, he gonna tell you my daddy made me stand up in the paint. Yeah, we Eastside was sorry. But you told me you wanted to stay. We not finna go run and jump on nobody else's team and get in their wagon. We gonna carry our own wagon. And he'll tell you, nah, I did all of that. So when my little brother got to high school, it will be better for him. And now we've been 8-4 the last 2 years at the East Side. So it's about us teaching these kids better because all we doing is getting the results of what's been going. This ain't just started. Like this passing kids around and kids making these messed up decisions. That ain't just started. That's been going on.
I mean, I
That's been
already know
going
that.
on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I got my cousin. He's in the transfer portal now because he's a grad transfer because he was at Mississippi State and he just sitting in the portal right now trying to find a home because he's a DB and he said it's been hard because you got so many people in the portal. And I was like, hey, that's the game now.
Yeah, that's a part of it. That portal crazy. If you
I would not tell any kid to go get in the portal if they don't have a home. If they ain't been talking to no coaches, nobody ain't reached out to them through back channels. I don't see no need for you to get in no portal
yeah,
because
stay where you at.
you get stuck there.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you even had the SMU coach at their camp tell them freshmen, like, look, we only go off with 7 of y'all. We only bringing in 7 freshmen in this class. The rest we get in the transfer portal. So,
Fellas, I'm talking about. I done been on the phone with my head coach and coaches say, "Hey, coach, you know we not really looking for high school kids right now. We trying to get everything through the portal. We think we a few pieces away, and that's what we trying to do. You know, if we do get a kid to come in here, he probably gonna get redshirted because we bringing kids in here that uh capable of playing or have already like let's check this out. Y'all remember back in the that's why they came up with the rookie rating scale for the NFL because y'all remember back in the day the quarterback that would get drafted that year would automatically become the highest paid quarterback in the NFL and he ain't done nothing. He hadn't played one snap in the NFL, but he was the highest paid player. And that started looking bad. So that's what it's doing with some of these college kids. These freshman kids, they the highest paid players on their football team, but that don't mean they the best player on their football team. And so, we gotta do better. We gotta do better teaching and understanding. And I don't think people get when I say I don't have no problem with kids taking the money. I don't have a problem with kids. I understand that's the name of the game, but I want you to have some character with it. Like my grandma would have told the coach, "Hey, if he done told this guy he playing for him, that's where he going. I don't care about your money. We been hey me and the Lord been getting us by, so we gonna keep getting us by right now. So like we just gotta go back to some of that old school stuff, and that's the way Coach Prime is. And I know it don't. A lot of people don't like it, but that's the way he gonna rock it.
Let me say this before we get too far away. We spoke of Jackson State, but I want to give a shout out to Willie Simmons.
facts.
I don't think like this goes unnoticed, but what Willie Simmons is doing at FAMU and the
We
players that
know he
he's
on
bringing
mute.
in, hey, I gotta put some respect on Willie Simmons' name, man. He's out there doing the thing in the transfer portal, man. He's getting some
Yeah,
dogs and loading up.
yeah,
For
that,
some players that was supposed to come on a visit to Colorado that went to FAMU. Like he's doing the name thing, man. And you gotta give him his flowers, man. And And love, man. Willie Simmons, man. Hey, man, keep grinding, keep doing your thing, man. They don't go unnoticed. I know you don't get talked about in the public eyes, but man, Willie Simmons, keep doing your thing. Keep doing your
Yeah.
thing. Congrats on that Celebration Bowl victory, but man, you can't go unnoticed on the things that Willie Simmons is doing. I know a lot of people ain't paying attention to it, but he just added former 5-star players, onto their roster at FAMU. So
I
hey,
mean, Coach Prime wanted him here for a reason when he was leaving Jackson State because he was trying to bring him too. So the Orange Blossom Classic next year gonna be serious.
yeah, hey, Willie Simmons is gonna mess around and beat a Power 5 school.
Now, I don't know if I mean, I guess this is my real question: what you think about next year? What y'all think about the quarterback room next year?
It's
We
already
get.
tremendously improved. Yeah.
I mean, you got the kid from Vanderbilt right now. You got the Wade kid, and Lord willing, if we get Underwood, I mean, I don't. You know, I think we all right. I don't know how long Staub gonna stay. He might stay through the spring year, but I don't know how long he gonna stay. But
Yeah, I didn't realize how big that Taylor kid from Vanderbilt was. Like, he really built like Cam Newton for real. That boy big.
If Willie Simmons wants real recognition, he's got to skip the Celebration Bowl and go to the playoffs and win the FCS championship.
I don't
All
think
right,
they
I
have.
so
I don't think they have
no.
that choice. I don't think they have that choice, do they? I think they have to do that. If they win the
no,
swag, I don't even think they.
they have a choice.
Mhm.
They don't have the resources to go do that, and that's
Well,
where the
yeah.
problem lies at.
I mean, that's why, because you hear even schools like North Dakota State and Montana complaining about the cost to actually be in the playoffs when they're in it every year.
Because you got to think about it, there's rounds of the playoffs. Because at that level, there's rounds of how everything plays out. It's not like the regular college football player, like bowl games where you just play one game. No, you play in advance. You win, you advance. You win and you advance. You win and you advance. So they can do it, but when you're talking about the resources, the money for them to do it, they don't they don't have it.
Or no, because unlike the FBS, FCS schools have to actually pay for their hotels and travel to playoff games.
They do. I'm telling you, they do have an option, right? And Coach Prime even spoke upon this. When you don't have the resources to go do that, does it make sense to go do that or play in a Celebration Bowl? That's why they made that as the quote unquote black historical bowl, right? The Celebration Bowl. That's the reason why they did that, because they don't have the resources to go play in the playoffs of the FCS. They can because there is, like, I don't think y'all understand this. There is a ranking system at the FCS level. And so if they're in the top 25 in rankings, like Jackson State was, Jackson State had an opportunity to go. Prime did not want to do that. He chose to go to the Celebration Bowl. He spoke upon this. You can research it. It's out there. It's public knowledge. I'm just telling you, it's hard for HBCU schools to go do those type of things because they don't have the resources.
Well, and I mean, the main conflicting issue is that keep people always outside of the resources is that if you're in the Celebration Bowl, you're doing that during the FCS playoffs.
Because you have to opt out. You either so here's the thing. If you want to go to the playoffs, which you can opt in to do, you can't go to the Celebration Bowl. There is no
Mhm.
way for you to do that. So you either have to pick going to the playoffs or going to the FCS Bowl. Most of them will going to take going to the Celebration Bowl over going to the playoffs because it's less traveling that you have to do because you're only going to one bowl. If you go to the playoffs, say you go to the playoffs, you win. right? And then you continue to win. That's more resources that you have to spend. But they can go.
But it's also that, and you make money from playing in the Celebration Bowl, whereas the FCS playoffs, you ain't making nothing.
Fun fact: people thought FAMU got snubbed from the FCS playoffs that year, but in reality, they got invited. They declined because the money they would have had to pay out of pocket. That's all. That's exactly what I just said, man.
But
Hey, what's
yeah,
up?
no, you. But no,
Let me
you
touch on that real quick though, Rob. So if you win a SWAC or the MEAC, you have to go to the Celebration Bowl. It's in the contract.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go. Now, 2 years ago, FAMU, when Deion first got to Jackson, and that first Orange Blossom Classic, that was the game to decide the SWAC who's going to be in the SWAC championship. FAMU lost to Jackson State 7-6. FAMU went to the FCS playoffs that year. They lost in the first round. I believe I forgot who they lost to. They lost to like I think it was like Lafayette, some school, but they lost in the first round. The second year, which was 2022, the same thing happened, right? The Orange Blossom Classic was the deciding factor of who was going to come out. I think it's the East, the SWAC East, and go to the SWAC championship. Of course, Jackson State beat them like 50-7 or something like that, right? FAMU did not go to the FCS playoffs. They got denied because of their strength of schedule. They had like a D2 team, a D2 team, and some other teams, and they got denied. They was 7. They was like, what was they like, 8-2, 9-2, or something like that, and they got denied. And Willie Simmons got on Twitter and was upset about that because he felt like they should have been in the playoffs, but they got denied because of their strength of schedule. But if you win the SWAC, if you're the SWAC champion, you have to go. You can't choose.
No, I'm saying you can choose whether to go to the FCS playoffs. That's what I said.
No, if you're in the Celebration Bowl, you're not going to be able to go to the playoffs at all because it's going at the same time.
What I'm saying to you is you can choose whether to go to the FCS playoffs. That's what I'm saying. I think everybody's missing what I'm saying. You can choose if you want to go to the playoffs or not. That's why they have a ranking system for that part. A lot of the HBCU schools opt out of it because of the resources. They don't have the money to keep up with the resources to go to these games.
That's not true though. That's not true. Now I'm speaking from a person I'm an HBCU student. I go to North Carolina A&T. We were in the MEAC We just recently left to go to the CAA, and it's not true. The reason why a lot of HBCUs haven't been in the FCS playoffs is because of their out of conference schedule. They don't win any out of conference games, so they don't get any respect.
I get it, but I'm just saying if there's all right. So I'll just take an example, right? When Deion his second year, when he went 11-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
They wanted Deion to go into the playoffs. The first thing
because it's Deion.
I get it. I get it. I'm just using it as a per example.
Okay.
Deion Sanders opted out of going to the FCS playoffs because of resources. I'm not saying there are traditional teams from HBCU that have good enough seasons that will qualify for the FCS playoffs, but a lot of times they opt out of it due to the fact of resources.
But peep game, this is where you conflict in the points though. Deion, that second year, he went 11-1. He didn't have a choice to go to the FCS playoffs. The people that want him to go were fans. He could not go because he was a SWAC champion. He could not go to the FCS playoffs. He lost one game. No, they went undefeated his second year. They didn't even lose a game his second year. They lost. The only game they lost was the Celebration Bowl.
They lost the Celebration Bowl. Yeah,
correct. That was the only game they lost. They was undefeated in the regular season. That first year he lost one game. He lost to ULM, I think, or who was it?
Yeah, ULM.
Lost to ULM, but that's an out of conference game, so they don't really matter. They still won their conference, and they had to go to the Celebration Bowl. Like you can't choose if you're a SWAC champion. No, that's my point. That's all.
That year, hold on. It was a year that I'm trying to think what year that was, because somebody did go instead of Deion.
That was FAMU. The first year was when that was.
That's
FAMU,
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they didn't because Jackson didn't go. FAMU went in place of Jackson that year.
Well, not in place of Jackson. FAMU went because they had they only had one loss, and the one loss was to Jackson.
what I'm
That
saying
and
because
wasn't FAMU in the top 15
Yeah,
that year
FAMU was
too?
ranked as well. FAMU
yeah,
only had one
yeah.
loss that year to Jackson, so they
What,
had
what
a
I'm
Yeah.
yeah, what I'm saying is they went instead of Jackson. Not saying like Jackson gave them the opportunity. They went because they were ranked and they had the opportunity. Is what I'm saying in that situation. So not replacing them in a sense.
I get you though. I get you though. I just want to
Yeah.
clear it up because a lot of people was getting it confused in the chat. So
But I mean, but I mean, I think both y'all got great points. I mean, the resources are bad. It's just not like they can't like when you got North Dakota State and James Madison complaining about they don't like they in like if you watch their games, like I watched a couple of their games, they stands be full and it look like they making money and they saying they struggling to pay the for their kids to go here and there. So it's about the resources. But also I do know this that the NCAA want fam to bump themselves up. They want them to go to like maybe a Sun Belt conference or something like that
they can't. They tried to
because
do that
they're
in the '90s and it failed miserably. They tried to move up. They went
bro,
D1 for
bro,
years.
I'm not saying it won't fail miserably, but look at what they doing right now, bro. You see how many kids they pulled from. Like I think they got 2 kids just now from Florida State today. They pulled a kid from Clemson. Like FAMU is the hottest thing in Tallahassee. It ain't Florida State.
And hold and I want to say one thing though, because I'm reading the chat now. Not a lot of people talking about HBCU resources. You got to really know like the history of HBCUs and why they're lacking resources. First of all, because I mean a lot of people don't know that Jackson State used to be the University of Mississippi before Ole Miss was.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about I think it's the FAMU law or medical something. FAMU used to have like a medical school, and Florida State did some crazy stuff. The state of Florida did some crazy stuff and literally stole that medical school from them and gave it to Florida State. Also, the HBCU situation, it's a long conversation we got. Like I said, I'm an HBCU student. I'm an HBCU student. We can go all day about this, but I don't want to derail us from the main point.
But like, even D1, like even bro, all FCS facilities aren't great. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But because I was at NDSU back in 09, I was at NDSU back in 09 to 2012, and even then, like facilities were decent, but it wasn't that great, especially when you're playing in the Fargo Dome, which is only a 20,000 seat stadium. And how we did stuff when we was in the playoffs, they fund rose to be able to actually go to the playoff games. They had to actually fundraise through boosters and through the school to be able to pay for their travel.
Bro, North Dakota State is a FBS school disguised as an FCS school. They got money now. They got a fat endowment now. They have literally like 30 million, 40 million, something crazy like that.
They do, but the only thing about North Dakota State now is, you gotta have you gotta be able to have all those teams you have to field to be FBS. And then too, the campus, they don't really have room to add anything. You know what I'm saying? To be able to field some of those teams to actually become an FBS school.
Yeah.
Because I mean, James Madison, that campus is huge.
Yeah. They got money too, a lot of it.
Thanks, James Madison do got money. Again, you say, it comes down to, but some fellas, it come down to us. We always talk about us taking care of us. That's what it really comes down to. I think a lot with HBCUs, like Jackson State. Like I seen, like I like Coach Taylor, and I got a couple of kids that's at Jackson, and these people are working like. They went from Deion Sanders and they didn't want to feel like they fell off. So these people that went out and they doing all kind of stuff to try to make sure that they can keep the resources and everything flowing and coming in. And then another thing, when you talk about jumping to the D1 level, it was ready to be D1. Well, your football team might be ready to be D1, but what about your basketball team? What about your women's basketball team? What about your volleyball team and all that? So you put people at a disadvantage if you don't look at all of that. You get what I'm saying? You have to take all that into consideration.
What
Like
that and
until
now is
Dion
5
got there,
mil.
yeah, that too, that too, that too. But like I said, I didn't know Colorado didn't have an active college baseball team. I didn't know it was like a recreational thing. I thought they had a baseball team. I didn't never know they didn't have a baseball team.
No,
So
They got like a ski team. No, that's crazy. They got an NCAA verified ski team. They ain't
oh
got no
yeah,
baseball.
they don't want championships. That's crazy.
Yeah, this ski team go crazy.
But no, they baseball team fire because like they was beating the actual NCAA, like like Florida State and shit last season.
Let me say that. I don't know who got Coach Prime mad, but Coach Prime, hey, he ain't playing
Uh-oh.
right.
What do you say?
Coach Prime said they mad at what he just dropped. Hashtag Coach Prime.
Gotta be talking about
I
Oregon
mean,
now.
they mad
It's
because he's changing the landscape of college football, and this is not the way that they want it to be changed. And now people want to get coaches of like, let's just be honest right now, guys. Coach Prime probably the hottest. Everybody know Nick Saban, Kirby Smart. If you want to put Dan Landon in the top coaches, Dabo Sweeney, that's fine by us with wins and losses. But when you talking about bringing the most publicity and the most money into your school, who doing it better? So now, if I want to compete with him on the level that, okay, so he didn't flip Lester or Boo this year. What do you do? Right? But if y'all lay down and dream and think that it wouldn't, or if the conversation wasn't had, y'all telling yourself a bigger lie than y'all can think. But we not here to debate that with nobody. But now it's about, can you compete with him on every other level? And when he start winning, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have to start going to find other coaches that can do that. Like Ed Reed out there, he want to coach. I heard that Andre Johnson wanted to get an interview to coach at Texas Southern. So it's a lot of ex NFL players that are trying to get into coaching. And if they get into coaching, that's what you're gonna see, and that's not what the good old boy system wants. That's not what the good old boy system wants.
Not at all. They want they kind of people in there to go through their struggle, go through their programs, you hear me, go through all their stuff that they went through 17 years of being a GA and grabbing donuts and cookies and coffee. Like, I mean, it is what it is, man. That's what they want. But um, the conversations for the flips were definitely had. Um, but what people got to really understand is Dion is working against the school in a sense. Colorado isn't exactly like this great campus and great. I mean, the views and everything is beautiful. I've been a couple of times, but when you talk about facilities, Colorado has as good as facilities as everybody think Colorado has, and they do. They have a great facility. If you go to some place like Oregon or Ole Miss or LSU or Texas, crazy.
yeah.
Kids care about that. Like, it's a guy I want you guys to go look at, because I know a lot of you guys aren't too much into the recruiting thing. Like, you guys aren't too much into what goes into like the decisions of recruits. Because there is I gotta go look at this guy's name on YouTube. He goes to like all the campus, all the football facilities across the country.
Talking about
So you've seen
destroying.
that? Yeah,
Talking about
bro.
Yeah.
destroying.
No, not
Yeah.
destroying. It's another
It's
guy.
another black
No,
dude. I know what you're
he's
talking
Okay, I
about.
know.
yeah,
I forgot.
he's
Yeah, I
just
know
to
who
his
you're talking about.
facilities.
Yeah, I know you're
Sport,
talking
He was
about.
doing
Yeah,
that
he
sport.
just to us.
Sport says something like that. But if you look at the facilities that some of these places have, that Coach Prime is recruiting against, you'll see why somebody don't want to come to college. And it's cool.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like, as an athlete, it's more stuff that you get behind the scenes. So, like, people think you just go and play ball. Like, nah, bro, you get, free gear, free bags with your name and number on it, shoot, all that, bro. And when you go to Oregon has, like, they give away Jordans. Like, their resources are on a completely different level than what Colorado has. So when you lose 2 dudes to Oregon, I applaud Prime for being in the Final Four with Colorado. Good job, bro.
Well, I mean, the thing is too, like, so Colorado is one of the few testing schools for Nike as well. So like Oregon, they test a lot of Nike's prototypes. Oh, but
Nike
then
is
on top of that,
headquartered in Eugene, ain't it? Ain't the headquarters out
yeah,
there?
Phil Knight.
yeah,
He built everything out there.
yeah. But Boulder is also one of Nike's prototype testing schools, so they get a lot of stuff that other schools like. They get stuff that schools like Oregon get before they ever go to pretty much any other institution to go out for sales. Period.
Facts.
But on top of that too, I mean, you got to remember though, Colorado hasn't had a for real relevant program in how long. So if you don't really have a winning program where you're actually making money back from playing football, you're not gonna really invest in your facilities like that anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of that's gonna change this off season anyway, with them already trying to add stuff to the actual stadium. But like, you can even go look at like the dude somewhere that tours facilities. Get on YouTube and go and look up his video about Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff.
Yep. So that's the guy I'm talking about. That's the guy I'm talking about. Yep.
That's an FCS school, and you wouldn't think that's an FCS school.
Yeah.
Facts. And
That's the thing.
And look, J Dot is in the chat. He's trying to tell y'all, like, it's a difference between getting stuff and getting stuff. Like, I got Adidas, and I still got my Louisville. I got my Louisville stuff, my back, all that. But Oregon is on a different level of the stuff. So everybody else's video in this series was like 35, 45 minutes. Oregon got a 2-parter. Oregon's is 2 parts. They got a locker inside a locker where they give you custom-made Oregon Jordans that never come out anywhere else. Not even Colorado. Like Oregon colors, fixes, and I'm like, what in the world? That is, bro. Listen,
that's the thing.
CU did used to have. They used to give out custom Jordan 1s that was just in the CU colorway to recruits. I mean, I'm pretty sure they stopped because you got to be able to pay for that stuff. But
But Oregon's just on a different level, man. And
then you got to understand, Phil Knight, he spares no expense for Oregon. So it's gonna always be that way with them, with the gear and the stuff like that, because he spares no expense. But like you say, it's a different type of breed. Like I think Colorado got a good locker room, but I know when I walk in there, I be like, my God, like when I used to go in there with Ed, I used to be like, okay, so this what we doing?
You
like
about
y'all
Florida?
got a whole, Florida, bro. Like they got
look, bro. I went out there with Keontae, bro. I didn't know that they got a pool next to the what? Y'all got a pool outside? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a buffalo shaped pool. It's heated,
bro. No, I'm talking about Florida, like for all the athletes, not just for football, for all the athletes. So like they got a whole athletic building. What
they did was they built the whole like complex, right? So what they did was right in the middle of the complex, they put a pool for like all the athletes. Now they got all the other pools for all the training and all that other stuff, but right there in the middle, in the center of this new complex that they built, they built this pool because see, the baseball field used to be right behind the football stadium. Where what they did was they bought some other land and built them somewhere else so they can have a bigger spot for that type of stuff, bro. It's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
But again, I told y'all, it's something called Bull Gators at the University of Florida. Every year you gotta pay $500,000 to be a Bull Gator. What you have to pay.
And for all the people in the chat that keep saying, "Oh, Colorado got the same thing," no, they don't. I gotta find the dude that is doing this, and he's gonna go look at these facilities. And bro, CU has a great facility, but listen,
I mean,
what I can
I
listen.
mean, we're not on the. I want
But
y'all to understand. We're
but
not saying that we're on the lower tier, because we're not. But
nah,
when you
probably
talking
me.
about Texas, you talking about Oregon and places like that, Prime gotta, and I'm pretty sure he gonna do that. But it's just gotta be redone. Cause Rick George been there for how many years? I think that's when they first. Rick George was the
It's
person who
been
got the
about 10
money together
years.
to get it redone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rick George
Yep.
was the person who had the money to get it, the money to get that stuff done. So it
Yep.
just a facelift, as y'all was saying. It just probably need a facelift right quick. We're not
In
saying that we don't have.
Illinois,
Most people don't realize it though. Like, but the fact of the matter is, when they come to like athletic spending, Colorado was at the lower half of the Pac-12. So when Coach Prime went to Colorado, not only was it like a losing program, but financially it's not on par or wasn't on par with the rest of the Pac-12. So it's a lot. They got to catch up on a lot, not just trying to win.
But
They
y'all
got to
gotta
catch up.
understand. You gotta understand though. They had like the standards was how to get into Colorado. That's why they couldn't get the best
Yeah,
athletes.
they stopped caring
It's
about
like it was
athletics.
like
Yeah,
it was like Vanderbilt. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Vanderbilt when they hired Mason, if they would have let Mason get the right kind of kids in there, Vanderbilt, but you can't get everybody in the Vanderbilt.
in
They
the
don't even
school, yeah,
right. They just
you got
don't
to be
even go for
smart
that.
to go to Vandy. Yeah,
Same thing
it's
with Stanford. They don't care. They don't care about. I mean, they care about football, but hey, listen, y'all got to make sure y'all got a certain grade point average and stuff like that. And there's some other academics like, I don't know if y'all know, like right now, you don't have to take the ACT, the SAT, and the ACT right now, but certain schools are still requiring it. Like if Vandy, they still require you to have it, but there's other schools that don't require you to have it.
facts.
So that's what it all boils down to, is what your people willing to do. And so that's what Prime had to do with, hey, y'all trying to be competitive, we gonna have to, we gonna have to lower our standards just a little bit. I'm not saying we want you to lower your standards to the lowest of the low, but we definitely gotta lower our
Nah.
standards.
But
We
he's
definitely gotta
getting,
lower our standards.
like I said, he's getting dudes despite this, and people in the chat are saying it don't win games, but it gets you recruits in the door. Like I have kids that are going through the process, and I went through the process. And to be honest with you, who got the best facilities? You got to think these kids got to spend 2 to 3 years in this facility for like 5 or 6 hours a day. You hear me? Like it's real. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a great facility with like all the, I'm telling y'all, it's just different. Like you have to go to these different facilities to understand the differences in what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? And no, it don't win games, but it'll get you the recruits that'll win you the games. You feel me?
What
It's
y'all
just
fail
how
to
it goes.
realize is and this, like, that might not appeal to you, and that might not get it for you. But for these kids nowadays, that's what they like: the bling, the shine, anything. You get what I'm saying? They like that kind of stuff. So if
Facts.
you ain't got that, going on, at your school, then it ain't nothing happening. Again, what I'm just asking y'all the question: what 4-8 team would have still been getting the hype that Prime get? Nobody.
Facts.
But I think
We
the most important part that you're saying, Coach Dre, is the facelift. Like, it's not necessarily the space or anything like that in terms of size. It's the actual way it looks. Like, they're on par in terms of size, but maybe they got 10-year-old design principles and setup. You know what I'm saying? Versus something that's modern and is more eye appealing. And
That
I
having
agree
nigga
with
just
gear,
that.
found
like
it in
I
the
agree,
chat.
bro. Like if
He
I'm
just found it in the chat. His name is Loso7. It's sports
sports
discredited.
dissected,
Go
sports
watch.
dissected.
He goes everywhere around the country, and he goes to all the football facilities. For y'all that are telling me facilities don't matter, go watch that Oregon. Go watch Oregon and tell me that you wouldn't want to go there for that. Go watch Oklahoma State and tell me you would. Listen, it's real. LSU got named beds at they built in their lockers, bro. Beds. Come on, man. Beds built in their lockers, bro.
The
Come
chairs
on,
that
man.
they got in their lockers go all the way out. They can recline them all the way
Yeah.
back. They eat it. They give massages, bro. Like
Crazy, bro.
It's
It's
crazy.
just perks, bro. You want them
Yeah,
perks.
you
You
want
know
the
what I'm
perks,
saying?
and
I'm gonna
if
get
you
out here
there,
and play, but these perks, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind them perks.
Facts. And like
Hey,
Jay said, when you go to visits, you get the gear from the school that you're going to. So like JJ, my kid JJ that's in UK right now, he had a visit to Oregon. So we went out there. That's the only time I went out there. We went out there and they gave bro like this. I was like, bro, what is that? I ain't never seen that bag, but like bro had like a tie-dye bag with his name on it. I'm like, what is this? So we go in the locker room and then they got like a glow, bro. Inside their locker, they got a lock box inside the locker, and they got like a little glowing green thing on there where they put the shoes that they give you every day. I'm like, what in the world is going on, bro? Oregon's lit. Come on, man.
Hey, where y'all think
Oregon's lit.
AB
That's
going?
why
I heard he
Dan
about to
Lanning
go
winning.
live.
we
Y'all got
shall see.
We shall see. You ain't got no prediction. I'm
prediction for
thinking
what?
he a buff, man.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Who
hopefully he
A?
above.
I mean, I thought he was supposed to do something tonight.
He
He
going
got
He
live in
about
a
to
the
minute.
he
thing
about to
is
go
the
live.
defense.
He about to go live in 5 minutes.
I mean, at the end of the day, this the thing, guys, and it's the same thing I say about anybody. These kids making grown up decisions, and they got a lot of people pulling at them. Yeah, I know we talk about just their parents, but it's a lot of hanger ons. It's a lot of people that's been there, but they ain't really been there for that. They've been there for this. They've been there for this moment right here, for the throwing money at this person and throwing money at that person. And these boosters and these people that's paying these folks, once they find out who the person is they got to throw the money at, that's who they throw the money at. You get what I'm saying? So these kids, uh, now some of them, they like the BS. They like it. You get what I'm saying? Back to what you teaching your child and the characteristics, and that's what Coach Prime tell you. He want kids with character. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna pay y'all, that we not gonna get y'all money, but I'm gonna get you money. I'm gonna get you long term money, not just the short term money. Cause like I just keep telling y'all, if you from the hood and I give you $50,000, $60,000, that money is gone before you get it good. And
I'm,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
now
it's
you
gone quick.
let me
just
just say
what I'm
this.
telling you. Go ahead, Papa.
Let me just say this. No matter where AB go, it's his decision. He's gonna make whatever decision that's best upon him, and however that may play out. Colorado had opportunities to get him, had opportunities to close the situation, and whatever happened, happened. All I'm just saying is whatever decision he make, just respect it. It's his decision, and we wish nothing but the best for AB. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. But you can go ahead, Coach Dre.
Yeah, you summed it up, bro. Let's just be happy for these kids. There is a transfer portal. I mean, if anybody goes to any school and they ain't happy, you can leave the next year. You
Hey,
know,
y'all, yeah.
so
Hey, listen, y'all don't
it,
gotta
it
go nowhere. I'm going to stream his commitment up here, so y'all don't gotta go nowhere. Whether he signs with Colorado or signs somewhere else, we it's gonna show up here in just a minute. So y'all be patient. Y'all don't gotta leave. Y'all don't gotta go nowhere. Y'all gotta go to his Instagram and all that. It's gonna come up on here on the screen in
Hey
just a minute.
RJ, you say the twins?
Wow.
Did the twins get up there safe the other day?
Yeah, they out there, man. They got out of their dorms and stuff, and they went out to Colorado, and they gonna come back for break, and then after that, you feel me? It's a wrap. So yeah, they cool. Everything's good. They're ready to get it.
They staying with Vito.
Nah, they got so the twins are rooming together. So
Okay.
Vito, yeah, he got his own spot.
I ain't know if they were staying on campus or off campus. That's all.
Yeah, they on campus. On
They say
campus
Okay.
office, man.
yeah, that off campus in Boulder, they say it's pretty high.
It is.
Hey,
I was
listen.
there 5,000 for rent, something
Hey,
crazy like that.
listen. Hey. It's different in Colorado when you talk about them prices now.
Y'all
You
got
talk
Yeah,
y'all got
about
y'all
prices
got
crazy out
housing
west now.
prices.
San Francisco prices, bro. What the hell?
Hey, them things hit different out there, dog.
Crazy out west, man. I remember I was in Arizona looking for a place, and they was hit me at $1,500 for a studio. $1,500 a month for a studio, y'all.
That
One
ain't
door
bad
in,
though.
one door out. What? That's
That
horrible.
compared to what it could be. I see some studios 3,000.
That thing was like 500 feet.
Shit, you can get a whole house in Houston for
They had you in a cabin,
1,500.
man.
Hey, listen.
That's what I'm saying. You get a whole house in Houston for 1,500. That's what I be talking about.
Whole house down here,
I
bro.
just stretch my arms out and touch the bathroom wall to the shower all the way to the front door.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Them prices in Colorado is different. Hey,
Real talk.
you gonna know. You gonna know you in Colorado. But it's only got. It didn't used to be that way though. I'll be honest with you. It didn't used to be that way. But the reason why is because things were more legalized first there, and so more people moved there, and then they started expanding faster than the population that was there. So in turns, now they got all this spots, and they just charging people. They just charging what the market is. Now I think the market eventually will go back down, but right now the market is extremely high in Colorado just due to the fact of
Listen, I know
people
the
moving.
prices ain't going up in them apartments Shador them staying in. Cause I know them people probably charging extra.
They hitting them over their
So I
head
know
with a
they
steel
charging more.
platter. Yeah.
Right, I know they hitting these people over the head right now. The sender stay here. You need it, man. Come on, bro. I'm already getting you five. Come on, what is you
Hitting them
talking
over the
about?
head.
You said they trying to up the prices because the sand is there. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
I
Listen, bro.
would.
They trying to listen. All of like, cause in that little place, all of them. I think Shador got a place there. I think Dion Jr. got a place there, and I think Shiloh got a place. All of them got area, or in that
Yep.
same little complex or whatever. So, man, listen. You don't think the people trying to up the scope? Come on.
Hey, listen, it definitely brought value to wherever they staying at. You know what I'm saying? It did definitely bring up value. Hey, we might have to take it up a couple $100 because y'all
Real talk.
so and so stay here. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
We
you
gonna
might
Can't
you
give
tell
like
you
y'all
where they
the
stay
Abraham.
at, but they
We
live
gonna,
here.
we gonna give y'all the Abraham Lincoln special. You heard me? He was here in 1908. $50 more to be in here.
you liable to come out the door and see Shador Sanders. That give you we need an extra $100 for that. We need an extra $100 for that. Come on.
What time the live start? It's supposed to start at 30 or it's
It
already
should be starting any minute though.
okay.
No trip is trust me is the screen gonna pop up, man. Y'all just be patient, man. The screen gonna pop up.
I think he gonna
Promise.
commit though. I ain't gonna cap.
Huh?
I think he gonna commit.
We gonna find
He
out,
done had
man. We gonna find
That's,
out.
hey RJ, that's my
his
prediction too. I
his
think he coming, bro. Might
his
as
pops
well
done had
shoot.
time to talk to him again. You know what I'm saying? Now, but his pops play with Prime, so they locked in. So I'm pretty sure his pops have got in his ear. He sees Seaton unlocked in. He gonna be like, man, why not? You know what I'm saying? What's the other school? Who else is that? Who else is in the running?
Arizona, Oregon,
Arizona.
Texas. You got some schools.
I thought I mean I thought it was just Arizona and maybe Texas. I thought, but I didn't know about Oregon. I hadn't heard that, but it might be. Oh, here we go.
Arizona,
All right, y'all. Here we go.
man.
Everybody can
Here
hear
we
me?
go. Told y'all I didn't have to go nowhere. It's gonna pop up on the screen. Everybody mute up right quick for me.
Cody,
Somebody tell me if y'all can hear me.
hop on this live and see if y'all can hear him. Just
Yeah.
hop on the live.
I don't know.
See if y'all can hear him. If y'all hear him, then he good. Give him a thumbs up.
It said yes.
Okay.
All right, we ain't gonna waste too much time. First and foremost, I want to thank my coaches. First and foremost, I want to thank God. I want to thank God for all these opportunities, blessing me with these abilities and this vision. I want to thank everybody starting from the beginning to the end. So we got to thank God first, and I want to thank all my coaches from Missouri, Missouri Renegades, all the way to the South Pasco Predators and Calabasas Wolfpack, every stage. So I want to give a big shout out to all those coaches. I ain't gonna name names because it's too many. And I want to thank my parents, my beautiful mother and father, my grandparents, all my ancestors, my immediate family, the people who started the lineage all the way to this moment. And we ain't gonna do too much more talking. Without further ado, I'd like to announce I'll be attending University of Texas. Hook 'em. We signed, baby. Hook 'em, my boy. It's a done deal. It's a done data.
There y'all go, man.
It's a wrap on it.
There y'all go, man.
We'll be over there at University of Texas. I'll be up there in about a month. We're ready to get to work. I want to also give a big shout out to all my supporters, people who rock with me, stuck with me from the beginning of the journey, from SC to Colorado all the way to Texas. You know, it's been a long 4 years, and I'm just glad we found a home, and it's all God's plan. So how it's worked out this far, we ain't mad at it. We're just gonna keep going, keep trying to be great. Put your comments in.
Talk to your people, man. Talk to your people.
Some people torn. They torn.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all love. It's
I'm
all love.
ready to get to Texas, get to work, man. All my Longhorns fans, we coming. And I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be seeing more of me soon. We out of here.
All right, y'all, man. How y'all feel? How y'all feel, man? Let me know. How y'all feel?
Hey, I just that's the last thing I just said. I heard Texas, and I shot no, but I heard that was the last thing I heard was Texas came in with a late push. So I mean, props to him. Hey, I'm happy for him. It's about where he gonna feel comfortable at and where he gonna be happy at. So that's where he gonna be happy at. I know. I know one person we know happy about it. So she definitely happy about it. So hey, you know, no, I don't think it's not a bad look. You know, you going to a school that's in the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? And they're making a major move to the SEC, big boy football. So, I mean, much power to him, bro. Much power to him.
Yeah, that's a great move going to the SEC to show out, going to the South. We gonna see how good he is. He ready to go out here. He ready to come out here with the dogs, man. He ready to come out here with the dogs. We don't play out here. You know what I'm saying? But I think he gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? We'll see where they want to use him. But you know, Texas is losing some dudes, so he might have an opportunity to go in there and get some snaps early. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good move, man.
Hey, that's the reason why I said the disclaimer, man. I want y'all to gas y'all up and say that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what it was, right? At the end of the day, I knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? So I had to, you know,
keep your emotions. You had to keep your emotions out of it. You get what I'm saying? And you did a great job.
I was gonna say you sound like you knew what it was too, bro.
Hey, listen, AB, if you watching right now, you know what it is, man. I ain't gotta speak upon nothing. I ain't gotta say nothing. Salute to you and your family. Like I said from the get-go, man. No matter what you do, you got people that's out here rooting for you, that's in your corner, and hey, you're gonna do some amazing things, my brother. Salute to you, bro.
I don't. Y'all got to play Kentucky. We gonna go at y'all neck. He should have came to Kentucky.
Hey, that boy, that wild, man.
You want to come to the South? He should have came to Kentucky, man. No. That's good shit though. That's great for the boy. You hear me? He gonna be great.
Yeah, it's good for him. It's good for him. I mean, I got the kid Jared Gibson that's right here in Gainesville. He signed on Wednesday, so I mean, it's a great look, man. Hey man, the biggest thing is we got to be proud of what we got in Colorado right now. We got a great class. I don't think we done. I think we're gonna get some more kids out the portal, and National Signing Day we can still probably pull one or two more high school kids. So I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, people that don't pay attention think that this is the signing day. This is early signing day.
This is early signing day.
Yeah, this is for the kids that want to come in early and get to work early. Like for a kid like me that was late, well, I wasn't late. Yeah, I was. I was lazy. I wasn't graduating early. Catch me in February, bro. So February.
Yeah, because
February yeah, go ahead, bro.
often that's how you think about like when I came out, like it was February, so you wouldn't go to campus until you know what I'm saying the
Yeah.
summertime. It wasn't no early this and nothing
Well,
like
no
that.
early, bro. It's over. Yeah, you commit and then you sign, but you can't hit campus till to the end of January for real.
Yeah, so I mean, nah, man, it's you know, at the end of the day, like I said, man, Colorado had an opportunity to close the deal, seal the deal. You know what I'm saying? Whatever transpired or whatever happened, you know what I'm saying? Let that be. You know, but you know, you gotta take things for what it is, man. And now the way Colorado's going to attack high school kids is going to be a lot different than what they did in the past.
Facts.
I'm just telling you, it's you're not gonna see 1,001 kids coming on an official visit because it's starting to things gonna start getting real, you know. So
Yeah.
they gotta figure out, you know, what they're gonna do. But things like I said, when it comes down to CU, when it comes to recruiting high school kids, it's gonna be a lot different. Because like Dion said, if he gonna go out, he might as well go out his way. And
I'm with coach. I'm with coach though. Like for what was in the portal, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if they can get Chris McClellan. I think that might be, you know, one more additional piece. But for what was in the portal, he got what he needed at that thing. You know what I'm saying? He got
I mean,
you know,
yeah,
got some high school kids on the front. You know, so I think it's a good class. You know, can
it's
it be
still round
better?
two though.
Maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, can it be better? Probably. You know what I'm saying? You might want to get an extra, you know, linebacker something out of there, but Portal Part 2 coming, you know, when them dudes find out they ain't playing. I'm out of
Mm-hmm.
here. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So you hold extra scholarships for that, you know. But I think Colorado gonna be cool because what we gotta remember is, and people make a mistake of doing this all the time. They want to stack up Colorado with Alabama and Georgia and like, oh, they can't beat Bama, they can't beat Georgia. Well, they don't have to, bro. They got to beat Kansas State and Utah. They cool. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They cool.
Coach Prime, they got a couple moves up their sleeves, man. You know, at the end of the day, I seen a lot of people saying that he was going to Washington. I could have told you that wasn't gonna happen because they ain't got no quarterback. So how
Yeah.
is that gonna happen? Like when you start like projecting like people like wide receivers and things like that, like you gotta have a quarterback, somebody that can get you the ball, right? Think about where Washington's going. Washington's going to the Big Ten. So now you're going to play the comparison of going to the Big Ten versus going to the SEC. Who's your quarterback in the SEC versus who's the quarterback in the Big Ten? All right. And so then it comes down to who's the recruits tell you who they like by who they following, where they going. If you look at AB and who he's following majority of either Colorado or Texas players. He followed both of the quarterbacks at CU. I mean, the quarterbacks at CU, and he followed the quarterback in Texas. So it kind of tells you in the play of what it was, right? He never was following Arizona's quarterback. So things do line, things do play. It's little things that you know that you don't see that populates, but man, at the end of the day, it's this kid's decision, right? And that's why you gotta appreciate. One thing I appreciate about AB the most is that he didn't chase clout or do anything malicious, right? And trying to get anything extra, anything like that. There's just certain things that happen behind the scenes that can't be discussed in public eyes.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, wrong, right, or indifference, right? I'm one of them people that I felt the type of way about what happened, but that's not for me to discuss publicly. And so that's why you can't be upset with the decision AB made upon that.
And it's his decision to make. You hear me? He put in that work. He was out there going crazy. That's his decision. You know what I'm saying? That's something else I tell my kids. Like, you can ask me for all the advice you want to, bro. My time is over. I had my day. This is your day. This is your decision. You know what I'm saying? You put the work in. You was out there, You know what I'm saying? Impressing people that you need to impress. You was out there going, staying late, going early, staying late. You know what I'm saying? You was the one that did that. I can advise you, you know what I'm saying, on what to steer clear of, but this is all about you, man. Make your decision, and wherever you go, I'm gonna be right there with you.
The only thing I can say, the best advice I can give, if it's any recruits, any parents of recruits, any cousins of recruits, keep the middleman out your business, because the middleman will always screw you.
And don't fall for the okie doke. I call it the okie doke. The coaches they'll tell you some good stuff in your ear when they get you one on one. You hear me? Because it's always a one on one with a coach when you're going to visit. They get you away from the parents. You hear me? Or whoever went, and they they talk to the recruit. They put them in front of the coaches, the position coaches. You know what I'm saying? The coordinators, whatever side they're gonna play on. And they'll start talking that stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not hip to what the language is, or if they tell you something that don't seem right, oh man, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool on that, and that's what I tell my kids too. What did he just tell you, man? Like, he said X, Y, and Z. Now, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Ain't no way that's about to be possible. So it's cool.
It just, when certain things happen, I feel some type of way, because for me personally, the relationship needs to be established between the player, the coaches, and the middleman needs to remove itself. Anytime the middleman stays in there, it messes up everything. And so y'all will never know who that middleman person is. That won't publicly be released. That is not for me to talk about, discuss, or anything like that. All I'm doing is just giving you, some advice, right? If you have a recruit, a high profile recruit, if you have this or that, right?
Right.
Keep the middleman out your business. If you want to do something, go do it. Yes, the middleman can help you get there, but don't let the middleman speak for you.
Facts.
Because the middleman speak for you can run a lot of things for you. You know what I'm saying? In this situation, could it ruin something or could it help something in essence, right? At the end of the day. But like I said, man, things happen in life. But if you got somebody that understands the game of recruiting or needs help with the game of needs help with it, reach out, right? Don't let people speak for you, because that'll mess up things more, in a sense. So, there is a commitment that I don't know what's taking them so long to announce it publicly. I'm gonna leave that alone. When y'all see it, y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that alone.
Craig from St. Louis. Yeah, I played at Kentucky and Louisville. I played at both. I walked on in Kentucky, and then I transferred down to Louisville, so I played at both, bro. I was at both. 2011 to 20. Well, I graduated 15. 2011, 2015. Best years of my life.
But hey, y'all, man, it's been real, man. I'm about to end this thing. Malik Murphy commits to Duke. That's crazy.
What? What? That was retarded.
That is crazy.
That's a mind blower, bro. What? All the schools you could have went to, you went to Duke?
Yeah.
Oh, no, bro.
I'm gonna answer this $5 super chat before I end. Rob, can you explain upon how Coach Prime will change his approach with high school recruit? Will he change his format of 45, 10, or keep it 40, 40, 20? Salute to AB. What I'll say is the vetting process of everything, right? That's the part that's gonna change. Not necessarily like what he believes in the 40, 40, 20. It's just he's gonna do more of the vetting process versus letting other people do certain things that cost him, in a sense. That's what I'm gonna say. So, with that being said, RJ, you got any final words, man, before I close this thing out, man?
Nah, man. As always, everybody stay safe. Have a good one, man. If y'all want to know more about me, check me out. You know what I'm saying? My Instagram's right there on my handle. I seen a lot of people that done follow me. I already salute to the people that already done follow me or checked up on me. You know what I'm saying? But anything y'all want to know about me on my Instagram, y'all go pop on there, ask me any questions. If you're around the area and you want, your kid evaluated, if you got a kid going through the process and you want any help, any kind of, advice, anything like that, once again, my Instagram and the handle, you know what I'm saying? You can always hit me up, man, to get more information.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Hey, Rob the Man Media, IG is live. So, man, y'all can go follow the page. Hey, Rob the Man Media, exactly how you see it on the screen. The IG page is live, man. We'll see you guys in the next one. Well, I've just dropped for y'all, so y'all got something that y'all can go watch after this show, man. We'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.
Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Cause baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is when we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take, or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn theme.